Hi and welcome back to our kitchen. Come on in today and I'm going to make you a simple recipe that I made way back when I was first starting to cook for my family, and I call it a poor man's steak topping. That's mushrooms and Worcestershire sauce and onions and all that. And I used to make it all the time, and it served its perfect purpose as we couldn't go to the steakhouse, so I did it at home. Come on in and I'll show you how it works. Okay, here I have 3 tablespoons of butter. Now this is plant-based butter, but by all means, if you're not dairy-free, use real butter. The reason is meat and butter are a love match. First of all, I need to heat up the butter. Now you can use olive oil, you can use whatever oil you want, but I'll tell you the truth, butter and meat are a love match. Here I have an onion that I sliced pretty thin. I'm going to put that in there. Now it's not really sizzling yet, but that's okay. What I want to do is I want to cook these onions. There's a little piece of skin right there. I want to cook the onions down until they get not brown, but a little bit of brown around the edges. And I'll be back. Okay, as you can see, our onions are getting brown around the edges. This is what I wanted. Now I'm going to throw the garlic in there. I never used garlic on my original recipe. What I call this is a poor man's steak topping. It has mushrooms and onions like you would get at a steakhouse. But since we didn't have much money back then, I was a young cook, I came up with this recipe, and it's not hard at all. Okay, I'm letting the garlic cook just a little bit now. In most of your recipes for this particular topping, you'll get to where you're supposed to use fresh mushrooms. Back then, I couldn't afford fresh mushrooms, so I got a couple cans of the canned mushrooms. And I'm going to put those in there. Okay, now I'm going to add a couple tablespoons of Worcestershire sauce. Now this is gluten-free Worcestershire sauce. It's Lee and Perrins. So I'm going to add a couple tablespoons. What the heck. And then I'm going to add a dollop of ketchup. That's probably about a tablespoon. Black pepper. As you can see, I'm not adding any salt yet because the products, the Worcestershire sauce has salt in it. And I'm just going to let this sit here and simmer on low for about 10 minutes. Not long. As you can see, it's getting thick already. And there's the Worcestershire sauce has to soak into the mushrooms. So I'll be back when it's done. Okay, today I don't have any steaks, so I'm going to be putting these on hamburger. I'll call them hamburger steaks. It sounds fancy, but it's not really. It's just hamburgers. And I just wanted you to see the beauty of this steak topping and how pretty it is. Isn't that beautiful? I hope you enjoyed my recipe today. Like I said, it's a simple, whatever you can. I mean, you should have the products in your pantry. It's just pepper, butter, a couple cans of mushrooms, and a little bit of garlic, which is optional if you don't want garlic. And then of course the onions, and you saw how I did it, so I hope you can do it too. Be kind to your neighbor and pay it forward. Thank you. Bye.